More money was supposed to fix this. It didn't. You got the raise, the promotion, maybe even a whole new job with a number on the offer letter that made you want to celebrate. And yet, somehow, your bank account still feels empty by the 25th of the month. You're not bad with money. You're not reckless. So why doesn't more income ever seem to translate into more security? The answer isn't how much you earn. It's a quiet, invisible pattern that resets your baseline every time your paycheck grows. Lifestyle inflation. Today we're going to look at why it happens, why high earners fall for it hardest, and the exact rule to break it permanently. Lifestyle inflation is simple to describe, but incredibly hard to notice while it's happening. Every time your income goes up, your spending quietly rises to meet it. Not because you're being irresponsible, but because each individual upgrade feels completely justified in the moment. You get promoted, so a nicer apartment feels earned. Your commute is rough, so a nicer car feels practical. You're working harder, so more takeout, more convenience, and more small treats feel deserved. None of these decisions feel reckless on their own. That's exactly the trap. Lifestyle inflation isn't one big bad decision. It's dozens of small, reasonable feeling ones that add up to erasing your extra income entirely. Studies on this pattern consistently show the same thing. As income rises, the percentage of it that gets saved often stays flat or even drops, because comfort expands to fill whatever space your paycheck creates. Here's the part most people never internalize. Your bank account doesn't respond to your income. It responds to the gap between your income and your spending, your savings rate. Let's make this concrete with two people. Person A earns $50,000, drives a used Honda, and quietly saves 20%. That's $10,000 a year compounding in the background. Person B earns $150,000, 3 times as much. But between the new lease, the upscale apartment, and subtle daily upgrades, they save $0. Fast forward 10 years. Person A has built true financial freedom. Person B is one bad corporate layoff away from absolute disaster. Compounding math only rewards consistency. It doesn't care about your salary. It cares about how much you consistently feed into it. This is why so many high earners feel trapped despite great salaries. They aren't building anything because there's no gap between what comes in and what goes out. There's a second force at play, and it's arguably more powerful than the spending itself. Social comparison. Higher income tends to shift who you spend time around: coworkers, friends, neighborhoods. And humans are wired to calibrate what feels normal based on the people closest to them. Here's what that actually looks like. You start a new job, and the team grabs an $8 coffee before their 9 a.m. meeting. The first week, you notice it. By month 3, you're ordering the same thing without thinking. It's just what everyone does. That single habit alone can run over $150 a month, and it never once felt like a decision. Multiply that by a slightly nicer gym, a slightly bigger apartment, one more streaming subscription because everyone's talking about that show. None of it registers as a splurge. It just becomes the new normal. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill, the idea that people adapt to improvements in their circumstances surprisingly fast, and then need the next upgrade just to feel the same level of satisfaction they had before. A better car doesn't feel exciting for long. A bigger apartment becomes the new normal within weeks. The upgrade that was supposed to make you feel like you'd made it just becomes the new floor, and the goalposts move again. Now here's where this actually gets dangerous. Higher income doesn't just increase your spending temptation, it increases your spending capacity through credit. Banks and lenders size your available credit to your income. A higher salary means higher credit card limits, bigger approved auto loans, and easier approval for larger mortgages. This access doesn't fix your financial situation. It raises the ceiling on how much you're able to overspend without immediately feeling the consequences. A $150,000 earner can finance a much bigger problem than a $50,000 earner before the cracks start to show. The debt just becomes larger and quieter for longer. This is why financial collapse often looks sudden from the outside. Someone seemingly doing fine is abruptly in serious trouble. In reality, the imbalance was there the whole time. Credit just delayed the moment it became visible. Remember Person B from a few minutes ago? This is exactly how they end up blindsided. Not from one bad decision, from years of a credit ceiling quietly rising alongside a savings rate that never did. So if income isn't the fix, what is? The people who build real wealth over time treat their savings rate as fixed, not flexible. Instead of deciding at the end of the month what's left over to save, which is almost always zero once lifestyle expands, they automate savings and investing the moment income arrives. The money is gone before it has a chance to feel like spending money. To make this effortless, use the 50% rule for raises. The next time you get a bump in pay, take 50% of that raise and automatically route it to investments or debt payoff before you ever see it. The remaining 50%? That's yours to enjoy. Upgrade the apartment, buy the nicer coffee, take the trip. You still get to enjoy your success, but your savings rate grows automatically every single time you earn more. Your salary determines your potential. Your habits determine your actual balance. The next time you get a raise, ask yourself one question before your spending quietly answers it for you. Is this upgrade something I'm actively choosing, or is it just happening to me? Drop a comment below. What's one small upgrade you made recently that quietly turned into a permanent monthly expense? If this gave you a new perspective on your paycheck, hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.